Hello everybody, this is Zigzag Hertz returning for another episode in Total War 3 Kingdoms, playing as Sun Jian. And it's been a couple days for me, so we're gonna peek around. We just had the nice destroying battle over here of Huangzhou. I don't recall if he's even still alive. If he is alive, he's run away off into his faraway lands. Down in Changsha, what have we got going? We've developed into a small city. In fact, since I'm here, let's... Oh, wait. Do we have an assignment going on? He's calling back from assignment. So let's wait till we put him back into Changsha before we do any building there. And he's still fortified over here, so I'm building up. That's what I was doing over here. I sent Liu Fan over there to kind of keep tabs on my Han Empire guy, and hopefully soon, that's right, hopefully we get Sun Ce aging. He's age 17, somewhere in that age 18 turn, somewhere in one of those turn cycles, he will become available for us, and I'll have a more effective force because he will join up with Liu Fan down there. So with that in mind, let's just go ahead and start a new turn. Liu Biao finally running away, trying to head back to his own territory the way I would, taking attrition on the way as he goes. Let's see. Is he finally going to leave my territory? We shall find out. Huangzhou is joined in war alongside Liu Biao, and he's declaring war on Yuanshu, my good bud up north of us. That's not a big deal, because hopefully for Yuanshu, we're going to take care of Huangzhou. We've already taken some steps. The question is, how quickly can I replenish? You see, look at that. Huangshe is already in the capital that was open, at the end of last turn. So that's already getting bolstered up. So I need to decide, do I need to try, and I can't make it there in one move due to the I guess marching through the forest. So let's get ourselves up to the border and see what that looks like. Now I think I'm gonna have to sit just outside, because if I move into his area, I'm not gonna replenish, and I need some replenishment. The advantage, if I could have reached his city in this one turn, I would have thought about it, I think. Getting in there without replenishment, if I could have held off on his own replenishment in the city. But also the problem is, by camping out here, he's going to have time to build up his forces within the city. So it's a tough situation. I wish I had that little extra movement that I could have gotten in there, but it was also important to get rid of that remnant. We'll see if that was the right move. I got some people of merit moving through my territory. Zheng Bao, who is he allied to as he comes to us? Ma Tang. And we also have Quan Shumin from Duangzhou. We're going to stay clear of anyone with Han Empire affiliations right now. And Zheng Bu, what's this? Oh, you've been maimed somewhere along the line. You've lost a little expertise in there. So I don't think I'm interested right now in these passerbys. And Heiyi has established a capital. So I guess he may have temporarily lost the iron mine up there. And Han Empire has a new capital. No concern to me at this time. The question is, do I try to counter this move? I think we'll just sit in town, replenishing some more. See which way this Han guy, he's still draining on me. And we've now have a negative effect from the public order, and that is we're losing some population growth commandery-wide. So he's hanging in there. He's depleting. It shows him depleting and taking attrition, but at the same time, he's hurting my growth in Badong. While not a major territory, I hate it. I don't like seeing that. we're gonna just move right along, moving along, and we're gonna take our next turn. What the heck, Liu Biao? What the heck you doing? Don't you know you're like decimated and wiped out and weak here? Maybe you realize I have a mega small garrison in that city and you're gonna try and take advantage of me. Is that what you're thinking? Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna have some towers that he's gonna have to get around. That will help me against these heavily depleted forces. His characters aren't quite as depleted though, and they're the ones that are gonna be able to do the most damage on my garrison in there. So they predict evenly matched forces. Well, heck, I outnumber him by 960 to 303, but it must be the general factor that we have that are influencing. Let's see if we can deliver on that predicted close victory. I need to fight this one because I don't trust the computer to win this for me. Okay, here we go. I get a few barricades. Look, well, two barricades I can place. Who knows the best place for them? These are the options right here. It gives me options of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 barricades, and he's lining up across here. He's lining up across there. Where do I put? I think what I do, let's do this. Let's close off this corner, build my barricades here, and let's move these militia over here, and let's move archers over. We'll keep the archers for the moment in the center, so they can move to either flank as necessary, depending on how this attack evolves. So let's just kind of set up this way. We're going to count on the barricades, persuading him not to attack in the corner, and even if he does, he will get rained upon by my archers. And we'll just go with this setup and see what he does. If necessary, if he's coming straight here, this is kind of a larger force over on this side. So maybe let me just move one of my archers a little closer to this side for support. And if necessary, it's not a huge swing to bring him back over here. Yeah. We'll go with this one. Let's start this battle. Enough thinking. We can overthink all day if we want. Let's just fight it and see what happens. And what is he doing? Is he's moving to the center, is what it would appear. Okay, archers. Actually, let's set you up back here. Let's run you over there. And G Militia, let's run you over here, since he seems to be combining his forces in the middle. So we will combine our forces in the middle. Is that my G Militia? Let's get you running over there too. Let's see, is he going to make his move? Is he going to decide he wants to... He's stopping there now. Is he going to decide he wants to come back over here and play some games with me? I don't know. Let's see, where else do I have towers? If he decides to break through this way and come up behind, I have towers that can deal with him. He's going to get rained on along the way if he comes this way. So yeah, I think I'm going to protect the center. and hold off on a center attack. If he decides to come along the side with his decimated units, I'm going to let him traverse all these towers and weaken him even more. It would give me time to pull back, I think, if necessary. So let's see. He's not made his move yet. Mr. Militiaman, let's stop you right there. So we have maybe a little more flexibility. I think you'll have time to beat him if he shows a start there. And if he decides to come through here and also then divert this way where I don't have the towers to help against him, you'll be ready to react. That's my play. Let's see what happens. He's not moving forward yet. He's repositioning out of range at the moment. I'm counting on some towers over here to do some hurting for me on the left, because it's starting to shape up that that's where he is going to attack. In fact, let's bring you over this way. He's moving forward now. I'm starting to get some fire from my towers. Let's see if it'll be enough to move him and hurt him. Come on, get moving faster over here. Let's go, guys. None of this slow motion walking. Okay, my archers are starting to set up so we can get some archers shots going, weaken his forces even. He's just going all out right here to the center. All out. Let's get you up there. Let's go. Let's brace yourselves for the attack, the onslaught of his highly weakened already. Some are falling prey to my arrows. Except his generals are the one I worry about the most. They have the biggest strength and the most power to hurt me. So let's see how we can react to that. I'm fine with his cavalry coming up against my G militia, my halberds. That's who they're designed to stop. Now we're going to bring just these guys up and see if we can do some damage on the general himself. I have no generals. This is a non-dueling kind of situation here. I just got to worry about his generals. Can I weaken his generals enough with my forces that are here? Okay, we're showing signs of weakening there by Wang Qi and Huang Zhong. See, Huang Qi is broken. Now we gotta let's bring these guys attacking this general. All my forces on the general. There, get my tower back. Liu Biao hanging to the back. And the enemy general has fallen. Liu Biao. Okay, everybody. There we go. We did it. We successfully. Although you got to admit, Liu Biao was kind of stupid, I think, in his weakened condition, trying to go in against a city with towers against him. Maybe if it had been open field battle, he could have had a chance, but not in a city defense. I do not believe. So there we go. All three generals have fallen. Whether they're killed or not, who knows? Let's just claim victory at this point and see what the results show. A close victory. Well, he didn't have many men to kill on my... So I guess that's why it's a close victory. Yes, I'd fall down too if I had made that choice. He lost 270 men to my 147. I gained 2 heroism. And I think with my garrison, I'm just going to go for the income. I could use some coin. I'm feeling a little weak on coin. And since it's just my garrison, we won't worry too much about replenishment. They'll do fine. Just they're going to be sitting where they are anyway. Ransom. Get the money. Get the money. Okay, Mr. Han Empire has decided maybe he's weak enough, he's depleted enough that he's going to head towards the border at last and get out of Badong. Get the hell out of Badong. Yuan Shao has declared war on Gongsun Zan. Not a big deal to me, I don't believe. These Zhengjiang is farther to the north as far as I know. I don't believe these impact me. And coming of age, this is wonderful. It's I agree. It's a glorious day. I finally have access to Sun Tse, my son. Alrighty. That's awesome. And Master of Trade, your shrewdness in all matters of trade has created much prosperity for the people of Dongwu. Its merchants present you with a gift to show their gratitude. So I've gained an ancillary. We'll have to take a peek and see what that shows. Here he's come of age. Master of Trade. What is that ancillary? Champion's Leather. It's a 9+9 instinct, 55 armor base. Let's take a peek real quick and see if we have anybody who might benefit from Champion's armor. Now Sun Tse, I'm guessing you already have come as a legendary character here to start out. You come with your own special. Oh yeah, I'm not going to beat that armor. Well, the only difference. Oh, you can't. It's locked for you anyway. You're better off right where you are. Okay. So Sun Tse is not the one for that armor. This one gives you resolve. It just seems to suit you with a charge bonus, even though there are some negative effects to that armor, but I love the armor base on that one. Lady Wu, we aren't going to change your armor base. Instinct, yeah, Cheng Pu. So we're just going to hold on to that armor at the moment. It's nice to have. Maybe it'll come in handy to trade, or maybe we'll get a character down the road that can use that. We have a new traveler through our area, Kuai Yue. Let's see if he's any good. Now, small little low-level guy and Liu Biao. Is that desperation? Hire my spy, hire my spy. I don't know, but we will just let you slide by. And who was actually killed in battle? Wang Qi, so he's one less general for Liu Biao to utilize as he slinks away to his own territory. In fact, I don't see any units left here, so the other two generals have run away back to his own territories. Now the question is, we are in autumn. Here's the big puzzle and teaser. He's starting to build forces here. He's going to build faster than me here. I almost believe I need to move on Huang Zhu in Zhangjia, or at least his general, the general of Huang Zhu. Let's see, what kind of garrison? We have a garrison here, and he's building up his city. So if that gets to the next level of city before I get there, his garrison in addition to what he has there, I think I need to bite the bullet here. And even though we're heading into winter and I'm going to take some heavy attrition, let's hope I have enough supplies to hold out, because I do not have trebuchets in this army. Does one of these, do one of you have the ability to weaken walls? I think. Is that one of your abilities somewhere along the way? Wait, let's look over here. Somewhere. Yeah, increases rate of wall and settlement damage during sieges. So I think we're going to temporarily put Huang Gai in charge and of the army. He's going to be the commanding general, and we are going to move, even though it's the season-wise, I'm not happy about having to move and try to do any kind of siege in the winter, but I've got to do something, I think, before he expands the city and before he recruits more forces there, or all of a sudden, even though I'm still depleted, he's going to out reinforce me. That is my thinking, so let's get aggressive. I tend to play a lot of conservative. Let's demand surrender. I don't think so, because it's predicting close defeat, and he'd be a fool to surrender. And let's see if we can tunnel beneath the walls. We gotta last 2 turns on a siege to break some holes in the wall, which I need for this army to be able to have a chance to win. So we will continue the siege and see if we can hold out for a couple turns while that happens. See if the winter hopefully doesn't deplete our supplies. Right now we're okay. Right now we're okay. But that can always change rapidly when the winter hits. So we are going to try to choke off that city now as opposed to later. Now we got some funds to spend and I like that idea. Before I forget, because this is the kind of thing I often forget, I'm going to put Chengpu back into Changsha so he is ready to build some more for me. We're going to take advantage of his construction abilities. And Sun Tse, I don't have much income. You're going to take, it's going to, oh, it's going to be unpleasant as far as my positive income per turn. But I want to hire you, my son. Here, assignments, we know what we just assigned. Let's see if we can recruit. And how expensive. Sun Tse, I knew you were going to be a little on the pricey side. It'll give us maneuverability with your cavalry that comes with you. And we will confirm it. We're just going to go ahead and do it. I don't know how much we'll expand because our income per turn is down to 333. Oh, these pitiful early incomes. Oh my goodness. What kind of a force do we have here again to remind me? Not great with cavalry, but I have archers. And do I have any kind of line to keep him from charging me? Oh, of course, he only has 42 men per. I think without recruiting anyone else, we're just going to have a fun little battle down here with Zhuan Fan. I need to, just for my own well-being, inflict some retribution on this guy for making my public order so crappy. So let's run down here now that I've got Sun Tse. We're gonna put Sun Tse in charge of the army. If I recruit any more, can I recruit anyone for him that would make sense? He's really cavalry focused, I guess. But with this kind of force that we're gonna have over here with Liu Fan, might not hurt to have a couple forces to be able to hold a line that my archers can hide behind. I'm kind of thinking, and to lower my income down to, oh wow, about 100 per turn. But the idea is we can live with that short term if I take him out, and then if I'm able to move against Changsha trade port. I wonder if I'm strong enough to do that, because I would love the income and the commerce that would build, since I'm building a commerce territory over here. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move on this thorn in my side. He's within range. Let's make that move. And it's a decisive victory. But you know what? I normally would probably delegate such a small little battle and our superior forces, and I would delegate, but I want to have my first little bit of fun with Sun Tse and see what he looks like on the battlefield. So bear with me as we head in there, and I just hope it's not 100% trees. So maybe we won't get as close of a look as I would like. I probably should have checked the map view to begin with before I committed. But hopefully our 604 troops to his 85, it won't be much of an issue. Usually when I'm playing by myself, I look at a lot more details before I commit. Oh, cool. Love the map with all the fall colors. It's kind of cool. Looks like he's sitting way there in the trees. So we're going to have to get down low to see what's going on here as the battle progresses. Let's see how I'm going to set this up. I'm going to, at least initially, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up at least to move forward and see what I'm doing in the open. Oh no, I didn't hire. I thought I had hired my halberds there that I was going to before the battle, but I must have thought about it but didn't actually click and commit. But we should still be okay with the forces we have. So let's get... Let's get them lined up. And we'll have to keep Sun Ce and his cavalry off to the side. So if they do end up being able to close into my archers and crossbowmen, that I can swoop behind and do some damage that way. My strategist right there. And we'll find out if he'll be able to duel, because we do have a general there. He may be too quivering in his boots to duel, but I'd love nothing better than to have an opening duel with my son who's come of age at last and see how he does. Well, he's hidden. I think he's going to be open to a duel. I think it's time we charge on out and see if we can find ourselves a duel here. And we'll kind of bring the archers up as a backdrop over here. See if we can find him. And my cavalry, which is barely mustered, so they aren't even strong. I'll have to be careful with them. 13 each. Hui! But we know he's somewhere in these trees, barring further movement from him. Sun Ce, let's ride you over and see if we can do some scouting for me. Let's find you a duel. Like a game of hide and seek here in the trees. Oh, we found something here. We found someone here. Aha. Are we able to duel? That is the question. Are we close enough? Ah, he doesn't want to. Oh well. He's a smart guy. He's gonna come charge against Sun Ce. And seeing, come on, click a little quicker. Let's run away. Let's not take needless damage. But if you want to follow me, guys. You don't want to duel, but I'll do a little battle on our own here in the... We'll let the archers kind of weaken his forces, and the crossbowmen. Well, we have a little fun with Jian Fan. Oh, they've run into my lines. And we don't have to worry about his forces. We just got to worry about him. Ooh, he's fallen. That was quick. I barely got over there soon enough to fall. Poor horse. Oh, that I don't like. Let's claim victory and end the battle. That was nice quick. We knew it'd be quick. I was hoping we'd get a little duel action for Sun Ce. But we got our first peek at him. And he delivered. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Okay. Let's just take you ease on down the road as far as we can get here. Ancillaries. We now have a war axe also. Adds resolve. Do we have anybody that can handle a war axe? I'm trying to think. You may have some such of a device. No, it's not good enough for you. Or at least it's not able to be equipped by you. You were the first one I thought of for a war axe. No, we're not looking like we have a lot of choices here with what I have. So there's something else for us to hold on to and use as trade fodder. And Jian Fan. That's what you get for lowering my morale. Okay. Well, let's see. We still have, you know, do we have ability here at the end? I think, because we're going to need some ground troops if I'm going to take that trade port. So let's recruit what I should have recruited before. Yeah, I like the idea of more cavalry, and I got the money to afford them, but I need some kind of line. So I think I'm going to go with the halberds first. Something that can hold or add as a buffer for my archers and crossbowmen. And our income, yep, down to 100. But if we can take over and use this force, as meager as it is, as it's growing, to gain some territory and gain back that income, it will be worth it. That's my thinking. So let's see what the next turn brings us here. And we head into winter. Oh my goodness. Now Jialong is that's, I don't think, inconsequential. He's battling Duangzhuo. What has been built? Jiangling is now a large town. So one more build up and it'll be that small city. Well, that helped our income. Woohoo! 10. Got an extra 10 from that one. Let's bring, first of all, Sun Ce. Let's bring you down. How far can you get? You can get over towards the border here. Let's get you ready. We'll park you out on the border over here as you get ready to eventually, when the weather improves, make an attack on the Changsha trade port. No. I'm clicking on that. Okay, and over here in the city, what do these supplies look like? Oh boy, we lose a crap ton of supplies. I have to hope I can hold out for one more turn. Fortunately, I'm in hostile terror. The climate will, I don't know if we'll make it that second turn. We lost 63 in one turn. It's going to bring us down in the 30s. I don't know if that'll be quite enough. Let's hope the new season helps my supply. I don't have a good enough read on how the supply usage changes in the different seasons, if my supplies are going to hold out or not. Now we're just going to have to wait and see. Learn this game together. Let's invoke council and see what Lady Wu recommends for us. Dire civil unrest. When there is disgruntlement, people begin to lose faith and proliferate disorder. Constructing or improving administration facilities may help us tighten our authority over the commandery. She's obviously has her eyes looking at Badong, and to help this mission, to gain the reward from this mission, we have to build something from the Confucian temples chain. I don't know if I want to commit to that. It's an unnecessary building, I think, in the long run, at least early on in this playthrough. But we shall see. The big question will be after this turn, will I still have the supplies to be able to make an attack? Because this will be the attack that happens next turn if I have the supplies, or maybe I don't take attrition right away as I lose supplies. We'll find out. We'll find out. And then next turn, hopefully, if we've mustered enough, we'll advance. Yeah, we're looking better already. Looking better already to make an advance over here to Changsha Trade Port. I don't know what kind of a garrison they have. I think they have some towers I have to worry about, though. So maybe, just maybe, before we go, even though they won't be replenished much, let's do something. No. I don't want another general yet. Let's do the bite on the trebuchet. Oh, I'm going to have negative income, though. I can't quite afford it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, we'll just have to live with it. Just have to live with it. And make an attack without it, which will be a challenge. Liu Fan, one thing I want to look at before we go in. Yeah, we have... Okay. No, it's locked. So we haven't progressed over in this direction with Liu Fan. He needs to get a promotion so we can unlock... well, he's 2 promotions away to armor piercing, improving the range, and getting to those fire arrows, which is a huge bonus when going up against cities. So it may be a challenge, but we'll take our chances. We may be able to outlast them, maybe force them to come out, and then we don't have to worry about the towers. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Do I have any improvements maybe that can help my income? Okay, he is back in town, so this is definitely cheaper to upgrade at this time. Just a minor improvement in income from 10 to 20%. Helps my replenishment a little. But I'm going to upgrade my unique special building, the Merchant Guard Barracks, because it's cheap and I can afford it. And still leave money in reserve. Funds in reserve for expansion of my armies. Even though my per turn income is preventing that, we'll take this small step. Okay, that's the turn there. Let's see what the spring brings. Yuan Shu, timely. I am happy, bud, to support your legitimacy. I will happily accept this. In fact, negotiate. In fact, I need money so bad because if I decide to dip into the negative, I'm going to need funds to survive. So rather than put the deal in your favor just a tiny bit like I like to, we're just going to accept it as is. I need that coin right now. Okay. Now, what is this looking at? I see no debuff where nobody's leaving me. Obviously, I'm not getting replenished, but I don't see the red. But I will use up all my... And I'm going to start... I will start losing replenishment next turn. So I think I'm forced to attack this turn coming up. And let's move Sensei over here. We're just gonna be lining up for some battles here. What does this battle look like? What kind of odds are they saying? A valiant defeat, as you might have expected. I think let's demand surrender. You never know. No, we just didn't have a big enough force to force him out. I think what we're going to do is hang on, see if we can get him to come out of his protection so I don't have to deal with those towers. And I do believe on the this settlement does have towers. So let's play the starve out game, and he has 5 turns to starve out. I can last it. Can you? So let's starve him out and continue the siege on that town. And I think what we'll do is end this episode here, since we have had a couple minor little skirmishes in the turn, or at least one, because this next battle is going to be a big one, and it's going to take some time. So rather than add it on and make this a super long episode, we'll start out the battle for Jiangjia next turn. I want to thank you all for tuning in and taking a look at the episode. I hope you're enjoying this Total War game as much as I am. And once again, if you have suggestions, ideas, comments, please help me out, because by no means do I pretend to have the best strategies, the best tactics, and make the best choices, that's for sure. We'll see you next time. Thank you. This is ZigZagHertz signing off from Western Kentucky.